yourself to just completely relax, to just switch off, and to just focus on what you want. So to focus on your goal. So we're going to look at this for weight loss, getting into our best shape ever. So first of all, we think about our goal that we set earlier. We think about what size we want to be, what weight we want to be. And first of all, you just really just close your eyes, completely relax, take a deep breath in, breathing in relaxation, breathing out any stresses, any tension. And you want to really just focus on your breathing as you're just completely relaxing now. Just really, really focusing on your breathing and your heart rate. And when you're completely relaxed, you want to start thinking about your goal. So think about yourself at your ideal weight, at your ideal shape. And you have your eyes closed, maybe you lay in bed, really focusing. And I want you to really visualize and see yourself in your mind at your ideal weight, your ideal shape, and just really notice what you're doing. What are you wearing? Notice if there's any people around you. And you might want to hear things. What are people saying to you? If you've lost all this weight, you look and feel fantastic. Just notice how much different you look, how much different you feel now that you've achieved your goal. The aim of this exercise is to really engage all your senses, because the way that the mind works, if you engage all your senses, if you can see it, hear it, and feel it in your mind, then it will become a reality. Because every single thing, every single thought materializes. Everything. If you look around you right now, maybe you're sat in a room, you look around that room was once somebody's thought, once somebody's idea. The clothes you're wearing, once somebody's idea, someone's thought. And that's the same with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make our reality. So the first thing, when we're completely relaxed and we're really using all our senses now, so we're picturing in our mind what we look like and how we feel and everything that we hear. So we're using all of our senses. And as you just completely visualize yourself carrying out your new behavior. So you might want to really see yourself in your mind as you're doing your self-hypnosis. See yourself doing the exercises that you wrote down earlier. So if you've chose to start swimming a couple of times a week or to start going for long walks, you want to see yourself in your mind doing these activities, because everything starts with a thought. If we start seeing it in our mind, it becomes so much easier to do it afterwards. So focus on yourself, really see yourself carrying out this new behavior. This is like a mental rehearsal. Sports players do this all the time when they're training for games. They have to first picture in their mind, and it is so powerful. So when you're focusing on yourself, doing your exercises, however many times a week, and see yourself, who are you doing these exercises with? Where are you? Engaging all your senses yet again. And when you can visualize yourself carrying out this new behavior and these new eating patterns, you might want to see yourself at maybe an event you've got coming up. You might have a birthday or a meal booked, and you're thinking to yourself, you want to make sure that you stick to having the healthy food choices when you go to that restaurant. You might want to see yourself in your mind happily and easily refusing the wrong kinds of food, the foods that can only do you harm, that do no good for your body. So you might want to see yourself in your mind at the restaurant or at the birthday meal, and just see yourself easily just refusing those foods and making simple, healthy food choices. And the more that you rehearse this in your mind, the easier it will be when you get to that event, because you would have already been there in your mind. So much easier. And then what you want to do, what is a really powerful part of self-hypnosis, is to state some positive affirmations to yourself that you can easily repeat to yourself every single day about the changes that you are creating. So for example, I am becoming slimmer and in more control every day. I am becoming slimmer and more in control every day. And the more that you repeat this to yourself, it gives you power. It gives you that power to resist temptation. And if you do ever have a craving or anything like that, you can just say to yourself, no, I am becoming slimmer and more in control with every single day that passes. And then what you can do after that, when you've got your affirmations, we want you to make some post-hypnotic suggestions. Now, all this means, in its simplest form, is to say to yourself, from now on, whenever I encounter whatever it might be, so for example, whenever I encounter a craving, I am going to either have a drink of water or do something else to distract yourself. One of my clients last week, she'd like to say to herself whenever she got any kind of a craving, because cravings don't last that long. They only last a few minutes. And if you can distract yourself and do something different for just a few minutes, just to pass that craving, then you're halfway there. You're on your way. The craving's gone. I don't know if you've ever been going to get something to eat from the kitchen or something like that, and then something distracted you, and before you know it, you weren't even that hungry. You went on to do something else. Well, this is the way that cravings work. So if you can find something that's going to distract you, if you have a craving, maybe you'll just go for a quick walk.